Bye.
Amazing. So, first of all, what time is it, Katie?
5 to 3.
5 to 3, not 2:30.
Oh no, it's only 1:45.
Quarter to 3.
Your watch is slow.
Fast, you mean? Anyway, apologies. What are you laughing at, Grace?
I'm just laughing. Because you are late.
You're next for this look. You know you are. You're next. Okay, so we've had a really productive day and week here at, what's the name of the salon again, Casey?
Nelson Brun.
Do you want to just show them the logo for a sec?
Ta-da!
What's that logo cut out of, Katie?
I believe it's copper, Nelson.
Copper. Is that because you nearly knocked everything off the reception desk then, you absolute lunatic? Yes, so the NB is being cut by a laser out of copper.
Oh, should we just have a run through our goodies before we get started?
What goodies are those?
We have...
For Santa?
Aha!
Yeah, let's do it,
That people could pop in for.
Okay, so let's start off with this one.
We have stocking fillers right here.
This is incredible lip balm like you've never had it before. If your lips are dry and cracked and itchy and all sensitive, a little bit of that one will go a long way.
Wonderful. Next up, we've
Winter
got
Wonders.
Wonders.
I've no idea what that is, but it looks amazing.
It's body lotion and hand cream.
Well, listen, this is my favourite. Guess who this is for? The boys.
The boys.
Yes. The boys. Get it? It's got 3 products. Recommended retail price is about £112, but for you, it's 60.
Very good, Nathan. And then we've got some wonderful goodies going on here too.
P.S.
So pick up in salon.
P.S. When you buy the goodies, you get the box for it with them. That's just not for show. Okay?
The box goes home with you.
This is Grace.
Nelson's handbag.
This is Grace's eyelash bag. She's got 1 million eyelashes in here from Poland because that's where she's from. Anyway,
Moving on.
So we've been doing some quite exciting things, and I know that stereotypically the word perm conjures up something that's old-fashioned, that's dated, and that's for maybe for the 90s. Now, I mean, I'm going to say this because I know very well. My hair's naturally curly, I'll have you know, Katie Diet. My mum was the Olympic permer. I mean, she used to have 6 on the go at one time, and she used to wind rods like rocket speed. So, over the last few seasons working backstage in Paris and London and etc., I've been watching a little bit, and obviously my energy is put back together when I'm with my creative team back in the salon. And what I've decided to think about was, how can I give the client that really super sexy, very light, amazingly light, wavy hair, not curly. There's a big difference. Wavy is very soft and almost slightly flat, but with these beautiful dents in it. So myself and the fabulous Lisa Smith have been working very hard preparing doll heads and practicing, because that's the only way to learn in hairdressing, is to keep the energy going. And we have decided and come up with a new format which we're quite excited about, and we're going to show you. So, first and foremost, are you following me? I'm going to show you, the viewers,
The coffee bar.
This is the beautiful coffee machine, which grinds beans, 2 cups for every client that wants a beautiful cup of coffee in the salon. So what we did was, I prepared some video, because I know that sometimes Facebook Lives can go on for a long time. This is our gorgeous model, Carolyn. I'll just press play, and you can see the hair prior to any treatment done. So she's got very soft, very fine, very, very long, one length hair. It's got a little bit of a colour process through it, but it's only gentle lightening, it's not harsh lightening. And what we wanted to try and create, back to me Kate, was this kind of almost tumbly textured feel that can be worn ultra flat and with some body at the ends. It can be diffused and scrunched up. It can have movement in it. It can have multi different ways it can be worn. So you can see, as Lisa is running her hands through Carolyn's hair, how really soft it is and how straight it is. Okay, So we're going to go on to the next video. The next video is of the Molten Browner perm rods that we used. The giant ones. They're 26 centimeters wide, thick. Sorry, millimeters thick. But it's the angle in which they're wound, and it's the amount of hair that's in them that gives the density and curl. So it's really important that. So Lisa's going to demonstrate on the front piece, which is where the wave kicks off the face, the most important, how she winds it. Watch this technical genius in action. The tension is from the roller to the roots. You can see it's very, very even. There's not too much pressure put on the hair because that's bad. And you can see that Lisa started off midway down the hair shaft with an end paper, and then she's wound the ends as she's gone. Now as she gets to the top, you can see the root drag. If she moves her hand, we can't tell her to do that because it wasn't live. The root drag gives this flat front. Back to me. So the flat front gives you this kind of almost bumpy, wavy feel. So we wanted to try and create that without using a tong, just with a cut up, just with a perm and the 26mm curlers, the way it was wound and then diffused, dried naturally. Okay, so there's another couple of little videos here.
Oh, we've got a shout out.
Oh, well, we'll get to the shout out in a second. Here is Lisa winding the last roller. Now you can see the green ones. There's basically 3 rollers for the entire front. So you remember how long and heavy Carolyn's hair was. It was basically one length, but you can see that there's 4. Sorry, my mistake. There's 1, 2, 3, and the one that she's winding at the moment 4. So I think the interesting thing here is that it's not about it making it ultra perfect. Now she's going in with the tail comb to make sure the tension's in there. And you can see that how that shine and tension is very even all the way through. Perfect winding by my senior technician. So back to me a sec. So it not being perfect is really cool, because if the ends are left out and the texture is a bit looser at the ends, it can actually look quite unique to the person. And this is what this is all about. So for example, let's just spin it round on you, Katie, because you've got a little bit of perm happening on your hair, but not today obviously. Should we just not do that? Okay. But let's imagine we use Grace as an example here. Stand up please. So Grace's texture is much different, it's much softer, and it's got a layer through it. So the way that we would wind the rollers with her hair would be completely unique to Grace, completely different to the way we've done Carolyn. So I've actually worked with Lisa and placed the rods where I want to see the movement. That's key. So we're not just generically applying them like we used to do in the 1980s and the 1990s. It's about placing them correctly for that individual. That's vital. Okay? Get that across. Now, I would love Lisa to come out, but she's completely camera shy. I don't know why, because she's got the biggest mouth in Dumfries and Galloway. But anyway, back to the video. So this is the end result. This is what it looked like prior to adding the perm solution. Now you can see there's 1, 2, 3 in the front, green ones, 4, sorry. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the back, and then there's the other side. Now these clips, which are joining them together, that's to add, that's to give the roller its right standing position. Because if the roller tips, it can lean and it will make a crease in the hair. And the reason why that's important is, let me tell you folks, when you use a perm solution, you break the bonds down in the hair. So if the hair was in a zigzag and you were to perm it and neutralize it, it would come out like a zigzag. So any crease or mark or dent that you get in an unfriendly way, where it's not meant to be pre-designed, will come out wrong. So that's why these clips are really essential, because they're giving Lisa the hold and the structure that allows the perm to have a soft, flat root with the kick at the ends. Does that answer your questions? So far. What's the shout out? I bet you know who it is.
Who?
Hazel.
No.
No.
It's Finn.
Finn McMissile from Cars.
No.
He's a car and he talks. Finn McMissile. Is it not him?
No, it's not him.
Okay.
It's not even a him.
Is it Finn that's not very well today?
It is her.
Aye, right. Anyway, back to the wheel here. So,
Hi, Carolyn. Hi.
this is Carolyn with her new texture. Now you can see, Carolyn, how did we dry your hair? How did we dry it?
With a diffuser.
With a
diffuser.
A diffuser. What's a diffuser?
We're reconnecting. We're back.
Do you know what a diffuser does? Do you know what it's called? Why it's called a diffuser?
No.
It diffuses the airflow to stop it blasting. So what you get is an all-round drying. So it's not, you're not blasting the hair. I know what you're thinking. It's true.
So I think we should go see that, but
I'll bring it over. How about that?
Okay. Off you go.
Okay, so yeah, this is a live salon. This is a Saturday. This is real. Oh, look at that logo. Isn't that nice? Never mind. Anyway, NB, who's that? Norman Bates. Yeah, that's him. Oh no, not the diffuser. Thank you. So this is going back a little bit
Go
to the original picture. Now you can see. Look, there's Carolyn's here, right there.
And this is it now.
Hang on, Kate. You're going a bit fast. Look. These
Before.
pictures. And now.
After.
Now, it's been dried really effortless. I think that movement. Which girl would not like that movement?
It's wonderful.
Can I just ask you, what does your hair feel like, Carolyn?
Very soft and light.
Does it feel dry and crispy?
No,
Does it feel like as if it's got loads of products in it?
no.
What does it feel like again?
Soft and light.
And there's a reason why they're soft and light, because actually there's
reason?
virtually no product in this hair. All there is the Wendell & Moody foundation spray, which just gives it some moisture. And that just makes it makes it look and feel ultra soft, like as if you just shampooed it. That's the whole point of it.
Sounds
now,
good.
as Carolyn's hair progresses through the weekend and she goes up head banging, she goes to the White Hart and as she does that, obviously it'll build up moisture and dirt, and the hair will get a little bit more gritty, and it'll look even cooler. But look, oh sorry, darling. See how it's just ever so slight and ever so bendy, and it was dried without any encouragement. It was just simply the way it is. Now I think personally, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Father Christmas and all, I think we might have stumbled on something. Lisa. There she is, look. That's who you look out for. In the street, if you see her, run a mile. So I did want to ask Lisa one question, because we've done something a little bit naughty, haven't we, Lisa? With Carolyn's hair that I've not talked about. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? Yes, we have saved the condition of this hair by using a special treatment in between the two processes. It's called Wellaplex, and it's going to change your life. And what Lisa did, once she wound the rollers, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure you will, she applied the perm solution and let it develop for 15 to 20 minutes. She then checked the density of the wave, and we just wanted it to be soft, just exactly how it is, and loose, and young, and cool, and light, you know, on trek.
Not 80s.
Not 80s.
Onto the roads.
Number one?
Yes.
Yeah, and what that does, guys, is it rebalances the ball creeping into the hair shaft. So it's like putting an extra scarf around your neck after putting your jacket on and going out in the cold. That's a good scenario. Just keeps you nice and cozy and protects you. Do you get that?
Get you.
Yes.
And then you rinse that off.
Rinse it off, then apply to moisturiser.
Okay, so that keeps the condition, keeps it looking cool, keeps it looking light, and make sure that Carolyn's not going to end up looking like as if she walks behind the bar in Coronation Street, because that's what everybody thinks when they think about perms.
No, still
And
got
it's,
that 80s.
do you know, it's got that lightness to it. I'm absolutely, and I love. How long have we tried to make the front of your hair do that?
I know, years.
Years! It's so help it with some matte texture spray, which is dry. That's going to give it like as if slightly more gritty, a bit dirtier sort of feel. So Lisa, tell me who's the most ideal candidate for this type of look?
I think there's so many.
Talk a bit louder.
I mean, let's say to Carolyn, how often does she go out on the weekend without a comb through her hair?
And how often is it?
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
And the
So-
one time she didn't, she regretted it.
Yeah.
So you would try and put this texture into your hair for a night out, would you? Right,
But with
okay.
And then she doesn't have to use the heat from the comb to do that.
So you would use the tong, but now you don't because it's in your hair.
It's there.
Such a way, and the rods have been wound in such a way that it's not up at the root, it's down here. So as that grows out, which is a key
That's just
message,
saying how long will it last.
I'm telling the nation
It
here.
will grow out.
As it grows out, this is the great thing about the clients. As it grows out, it'll just ease out the hair. Because if we go back to the 1990s, before you were born, Carolyn, basically people used to get their hair permed really tight for volume, and then the straight hair used to grow through, and they used to have, the roots used to go flat, but the ends were like wire, and the roots were straight. Did you know that, Katie?
I did know that.
Right.
She
So
gave
this
us
is
images.
this is the opposite. This plays into the hands of that type of styling because we want this curl to just ease out of the hair. And as the hair gets longer or is trimmed or manipulated, the curl will be softer or better, depending.
Low maintenance.
Yeah. So when did we finish doing this today?
Well, if you didn't film, it just been quicker.
Just answer the question, Lisa.
2? Was it back just after 2?
Just after 2. So it's
And the
bang
time
on,
is
It's after
now.
the 12:30.
and it's bang on fresh.
Yeah.
So it didn't take all day.
No, it's quick.
Carly, can you
Well,
stand up a minute, please, and come and stand here? Katie, you can come and follow me. I just want you to turn around and face the sunshine. Other way, gorgeous, sorry. I'm drunk.
Nelson is the sunshine, he means.
I mean, even the team here in the salon are like lining up for this. Grace, in her Polish accent, said to me, I want Pem. I want Pem. I think that means she wants a perm. I'm not sure.
I want that.
So, yeah, this can be achieved to give you the support that you need for your texture. Only designed by me.
Me.
No, me.
I'm the
Hired.
permit.
Anyway, so if you are keen to see more, obviously you can come in for consultations in the salon. We can discuss it with you and we can show you the perm rod size. But no, if you see Carolyn out in the town tonight dancing with her boyfriend, give her a little thanks for being such a cool sport.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Peace out.